Hi, I am Sandeep Jain, and in this video, I'll be explaining what is Geeks Classes Live. Geeks Classes Live is an in-depth live course to strengthen your DSA skills and to help you in getting a job at a top product-based company. This course is curated and mentored by industry experts, people who have themselves cracked such interviews. In this course, we are going to teach you analysis of algorithms, arrays, searching, sorting, hashing, and all other topics which are required for your DSA interview preparation. You will be having live classes, assessment tests, practice questions, and my detailed pre-recorded videos. Duration of this course is 8 weeks. As it is a live class, please do not hesitate to ask your doubts. We will be happy to help you along the way. Also, you may attend these classes from any geographical location. So looking forward to see you people from a number of cities.
Hi guys, good evening. Hope you all are safe and healthy. A little introduction about myself. My name is Sia and I will also be hosting the webinars from now onwards. So keep the comment sections engaging as... Okay, hi Rohit. Hi Nachiket. Hi Kong. Okay, without further ado, in today's live mock interview, we have Mr. Dnyanesh Kulkarni, who is pursuing BE in Computer Science from Pune Institute of Computer Technology, and he will be interviewed by Mr. Dhananjay Mishra, who has 4+ years of experience in competitive programming, has a code force rank of 1870, and is in-house mentor and software engineer at GeeksforGeeks. So, going ahead, let's invite our today's interviewer and candidate. Hi Dhananjay. Hi Dnyanesh.
Hi. Hi, ma'am.
So the lead is all yours. Now I will be removing myself from the stream.
Okay, sure. So, hi Danish, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good too. So, can you brief me about yourself a bit, about your college journey? So I said that you are in 4th year, right? About your college,
Yes,
about
sir.
your journey. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, all. Firstly, I would like to thank you, GFG, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Dnyanesh Kulkarni, and I'm from Solapur. And I'm currently pursuing my third year BE Computer Science degree from Pune Institute of Computer Technology. And regarding university curriculum, I am good at DBMS, OOPS concept, and OS. And apart from university curriculum, I have a strong interest in web development and problem solving skill. And I am the part of the various project in my college journey, and some of them I have mentioned in my resume too. And also I have secured a 6-star on hacker rank in problem solving, and I have a 8th rank in my college on GFG platform. And my hobbies are to play cricket and to watch badminton. I'm also a fitness enthusiast, and this is all about me. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's great. That's so much great to hear about you. Yeah. So this will be basically a DSA based round, as you might be aware about it. So moving
Yes.
further, in which language are you proficient enough to code or to move further with the coding?
C++, sir.
Okay, so C++, right? So okay, so as you said about C++, just I have a trivia question for you. That in C++ we do use namespaces.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me what is the use of that namespaces and what basically it is all about?
The statement is basically using namespace std. So this namespace actually gives a space for that standard library to implement when we include that hash include iostream.h for that library. So it is basically a macro, and for that it will give us space to deliver us a input output process.
Okay, so if I ask you a question, suppose in a program you want to have two variables with same name and same data type, like suppose intex and intex. So is it valid?
Okay. Intex and intex. So
Yeah.
no, it is not valid.
So what if I say that it can be made valid by using something else, sort of namespace? So can you tell me like what the basic use of namespace is? Now, if you guess any idea.
Uh, yes. So yes, a namespace may be used for we can define X by using namespace scope resolution, that two
Yeah,
colons
correct.
operator and X, and now normal index like that. Uh, am
Yeah,
I
basically. So
am I
yeah. Yeah. So like you were like a bit of in the right direction, I can say. But the basic idea or the basic concept of using namespace is that namespace generally provides you a declarative space or scope, I can say, to to define some variables. Suppose for this sense, in this question, as I said, I want to use two index in the same program. So what I can do for that, I can define or two different namespaces, and then with the help of scope resolution operator, I can use intex and intex within that within the scope of two different namespaces, right? So it can be possible with the help of namespace. So this is the basic use of namespace.
okay? Okay,
Okay.
fine.
So yeah, moving further, let us start with the DSA round. Perfect. So so my first question to you is, you are given three integers n, p, and q, and you have to
Okay,
find n raised to the power p by q.
and raised to the power p by q.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, could you give me a test case?
Yeah.
Like
Sure. Wait a second. I'll
for yes.
share my screen with you. Okay, so suppose if I give you value of n is equal to 2, value of q
Huh?
is equal to, let us say, 6, and no,
Yes.
value of q equal to 3, and value of p is equal to, suppose, 6. Perfect. So the answer should
Okay.
be 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 6 by 3, right?
Okay.
So it will be reduced to, it will be reduced to 2 raised to the
Two.
power 2, right? So the answer should
Two.
be 4. 4,
4.
right? And this might be possible that that p and q might not be perfectly divisible. So in that case, you have to find the nearest possible value for that.
Okay, that means we have to take floor of that
Yeah,
p by q.
perfect. Yeah, yeah. So like for instance,
Okay,
if the answer
so
is coming out to be 17.234 something, so you have to return 17 only, the floor value of that answer.
okay, so first approach that comes to my mind is firstly all are integers. So by dividing, we will get the integer only, and then we will use a power function in the STL for power of n comma what will be the division that we will get, that is p by q,
Hmm.
that is power of n comma p by q.
Like, so what will be the time complexity of this approach?
So power function will have order of log n time complexity. So that is order of log n. Sorry, log n means n is the power. That is p
Okay,
by
so
q.
what? Okay, so how will you use the power function in case both p and q are not perfectly divisible? How will you find the power with the help of power function?
If even though if they are not perfectly divisible, so like 17 by 2. So 17 by 2 will give us a 8. Yes, it will give us a 8. So, and if it is n is equal to 2, so then power of 2 comma 8 will be the answer. Or we can define ourself fast power function to calculate the power.
Okay, so can you move with the approach of fast power function and can you implement it completely?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
So, do I have to share my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So can you summarize your idea, like how will be computing n raised to the power p by q? So are you saying that you will be first of all computing p by q separately, and then
Yes.
with the help of power function you will find n raised to the something?
Yes.
Is it that approach?
So,
Okay, so just
yes.
pull it down.
Is it visible?
Wait a second. Yeah.
Okay. So, int sol, there will be int n, comma int p, comma int q. So, here power will be int power equal to p by q. So it will definitely give me the integer. And then, so while power, so this will be my first power function. If power and 1, that is if it is odd, then I will first declare result in result equal to 1. Then if power and 1, that is if it is odd, then result star equal to that is n, result star equal to n, that is base, our base, and power minus minus. And else, that is if it is even, then I will just do base, that is n star equal to n, and I will just power what is this, right shifted or divided by equal to 2. This will be my approach, and I will return result.
Okay, so do you think that this power function that you implemented is the optimal one?
Yes. uh, yes, I guess to yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in the case of odd, right? If the power is odd, what you're doing, you are making it even by subtracting power minus minus, right?
Yes.
Now, what if I say, in case of subtracting it by only one, you can still reduce it to by half? Won't the time complexity will be improved a lot?
Yes, that means if it is odd, then also I can reduce that to half.
Yeah. So you can take a sample test case by yourself, and you can cross verify it.
Okay.
For instance, let us take 2 raised to the power 5. Perfect.
Yes. Yes. 2 and 5.
So can you
So 2
explain me
raised to
the
power 5.
approach? Like, what will the first step according to your this approach?
Yes, so here power is 5. So firstly, this will enter this first loop, that is, it is as odd. Then result star equal to 2. Then our result becomes 2 and power becomes 4. After
Yeah. So
that, next
okay.
iteration.
Wait a sec. So the basic idea is that if the power is odd, then you will take a single 2 out of it separately, and the remaining will
Yes,
be becoming even, and then you will divide it by 2. Now, what if I say, even though the power is odd, if you still divide it by 2, then also the power will also be become, like, as we are taking the floor when we divide it. So again, if I divide 5 by 2, it will be obviously 2, right? So no need to
yes.
take 4 before it. So can you make the
Okay,
updations?
so I don't bother about this even and odd condition, right?
You do have to consider this condition, but you have to make some
Yes.
updations, right?
Okay, so this will be power by equal to 2.
Did you get my idea, like what I'm trying to say?
No, no, sir. I am not getting that.
Okay, so let us now consider one by one, right? So how will you write 2 raised to the power 5? You can write 2 into
2 into
2
2
raised,
into 5 times.
right? So, or
Oh.
what I can say is 2 into 2 raised to the power 2
Hmm.
and its whole square.
Hmm.
So it would be also 2
Yes.
raised to the power 5, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Even if you divide 5 by 2, you will still be getting 2 raised to the
Hmm.
power 2, and you can square it again,
Yes.
right? So that's the approach.
Okay.
So can you update it?
Hmm. So 2 power 5. It is 2 power square 2 power 3 into. Sir, 2 power 5 will be 2 cube whole square. Is it right? So
Pardon?
if I divide by 2, then again 2 cube, and again I will divide it by 2, then it will
No, no,
becomes
no.
1, and
2 power 5 will be, if you divide 5 by 2, it will be 2 raised to the power 2.
yes.
But you are saying 2 cube. Okay, can you erase this iterative version of the code and can you move on to the recursive version? Because that will be pretty much easy to understand.
Okay.
Can you erase this one and write down the recursive version of this part, fast part?
Okay. So if that is process. So now I have to include one more, that is int p, int q, and int power, that is p by q. So I have to make it a function util, and I have to pass n comma p by q, and then this will be int function int n comma int power, and yes, and this uh, there will be a int result equal to 1, and this power and 1. So
Yeah,
this
Danish,
power,
can you do one thing?
yes.
Can you increase the font of your writer?
Okay,
Like
sir.
just like just press continue.
Eh,
Yeah, fine.
okay. So if a power and 1, okay, so here we can go for function res star equal to that is n, and now I will just subtract 1. So it will be the same approach. That means I have to just call now function. So here I have to call function n comma power minus 1. Okay.
No, that was the
Uh,
basic idea, right? Instead of subtracting minus
yes.
1, you can divide the power by 2,
Hmm.
right? Because it could fetch you the same result.
Yes.
But
So
now, can you think that it will? Can you guess that you have to multiply the same function twice because you are squaring that answer again to fetch that same result.
yes.
So would it work perfectly that if you call that function only once, or you have to multiply the same answer when you get after this function recursion call, to, and then multiply it again with that same answer? That would be the approach. Okay,
Okay.
let me depict you if you're not getting it. Right.
Yes. Yes.
So the basic idea is that suppose if I have, like, let us take if I suppose have 2 raised to power 6. Correct. Now what you will do, you will have what 2 raised to power. So if you divide this 6 basically by 2, what you will get?
Yes.
2 raised to power 3.
3.
And if you
Yes.
again take the complete square of itself, then you will get the same 2 raised to power 6.
Yes.
Right. So that's the basic idea, because once you call this, because can you share your screen? Can you share your screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's the basic idea, that if you're if you're computing this fun, or if you're calling this fun function only once, so you will only get the that power by 2 computations, or I can say that, as I saw that as I told you that you will by calling this function only once, you will get 2 raised to the power 3 value only, but you have to multiply
Yes.
it again, right? You have to take the complete square of
Huh.
itself again. That's why you have to store the answer of this function call into a temporary variable, and then again multiply the temp with temp itself. Fine.
Okay. Yes. 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 I
So
got
now
it.
can you implement it? Now can you implement it?
Yes. So uh, int that is int temp equal to okay. So I have to just can I go with iterative approach?
Yeah, yeah. If you're
Or
getting the idea, so there is no issue.
yes. Okay. So I will do this. Yes. And Okay, so function util, and I have to just store temp equal to 1, suppose, and uh, while power, so I have to just if power and 1, then I have to just store it in uh, temp star equal to n, and at that time power again becomes power equal to temp star equal to temp only here, and else temp star equal to temp, uh, else what? Mm, okay.
No, like if you're having the odd, if you're having
Temp
a case for odd.
okay. Okay, temp star n equal to n, and then I have to again temp equal to temp star equal to temp again, and then here n equal to that is n star equal to n, and then and it will be always power by equal to 2.
Yeah.
Is it is it right?
Yeah. So that was the only approach, right? The basic idea
Okay.
that the basic flaw in your code was that you were, in the case of odd, you were subtracting by only one, right? But there was no point subtracting
Yes.
only one if you can divide it by two.
Yes.
So the number of iterations
Yes, sir.
will be reduced a lot, right? Now, what
Yes,
if I
yes,
say
sir.
that you're using the power function, right? Can you implement this? Suppose you're getting this, that n is to power something like that. So can you implement it with the help of binary search? Any idea about binary search?
Yeah, yes, I know about binary search,
So
but
like, how can you use binary
oh,
search to?
okay. So binary search will also have a same time complexity, order of log n,
Okay, yeah,
and
okay. So before moving to the next part of this one, can you implement the square root function using binary search?
yes, sir.
So the similar approach can you use to find that n is to power p by q using binary search?
Okay, so let me think about it. Okay, mid. So mid will be sorry, our range between L equal to 1 to R equal to power, and then yes, so we have to is if a mid star mm, yes, so if it is a square, then mid star mid is greater than, okay, so int
Like, can you
L
find some
equal to,
analogy between that question of finding square root with the help of binary search and then that too of this question? Can you find some similarity? I guess that will
yes,
help you
yes,
to
yes,
determine.
yes, sir. So can I code it?
Do you have the idea?
Yes. So what I will do, I have a range from L equal to 1 to power. That is L and my right are power. So what I
Okay,
will do,
so will
mid
it be
equal
power?
to this.
Will it the highest value that you can get will be power or something else? Are you sure it will be power?
Uh,
For instance, if you take 2 raised to the power 6 by 3,
hmm.
so the highest value you can achieve is 4. But since you're taking power, so it won't get you the
Yes.
right answer. So do you think that the
Uh,
highest,
mm, I'm not getting it actually, sir.
as you said, that your highest value will be power, right? The
Uh,
highest search space will be of power, right? So do you
yes.
think that power will satisfy the answer? For instance, if you take some bigger value, right? If you take 2 raised to power 8 by 2,
Hmm.
right? So the answer would be what, 16 or 16, right?
16.
But
Yes.
your if you use binary search and you're searching the answer in the search space from 1 to 8 in this case, right? Because you told the power would be
Yes.
8. So you won't be
Yes.
ever getting the answer of 16.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So do you think that the highest value or the highest point of this search space would be power or something else?
So, so it will be. Uh, so it will be 8 square, that is 64. That is in between. No, no, not 8 square. No,
Okay,
sir,
okay,
I'm not
Nanesh, no
getting.
issues, no issues. Okay, no
Yes.
issues. Okay. So we can move to the next coding question.
Okay.
So basically, the next question is that you are given two linked lists, and you
Yes.
have to find whether whether those two linked lists are intersecting at any point or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So,
so
yes, sir.
yeah.
Okay, so firstly, first approach is that I have to calculate total number of nodes in both the linked list,
Mm-hmm.
and then if that is if an example, suppose 1 2 3 4 5, and second linked list is 7 8 and 4 5, that is they are meeting at 4,
Mm-hmm.
then 1 2 3 4 5, then first we'll have 5 nodes and second we'll have 4 nodes. Then we will
Mm-hmm.
subtract those nodes, that is a count of both nodes, and the linked list which one has a greater count, we will move the according to that difference that we are getting, and from that we will continue both the linked list to forward, and where we get the same node, that will be the our answer. Did
So
you get my?
yeah, yeah, I got it. I got it right. So basically, what you're doing, suppose your one of the linked list is having nodes n, and
Yes.
the second linked list is having of length m. And suppose if you're
Yes.
saying that suppose if n is greater than m, so what you will do first of all, you will
Huh?
make the head of both of them pointing at the same level, right? And then only you can traverse till
No,
the same
no,
point.
no, no, no. I will subtract that n minus m, that is
Mm-hmm.
difference, and as n is greater, so I will move only that difference wala place from that first linked list, and then I will continue from both the linked list after
Okay,
that.
so the words or the statement that you said, I just twisted that statement again into some other words, right? So
Okay.
my point was also same that if n is greater than m,
Okay.
then you have to make n equal to m by skipping some of the starting nodes such that both of them n and m point to
Yes.
same nodes, and then you can
Yes.
traverse, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So that was the point. Now this was the very classical approach that you can find everywhere, right?
Hmm.
Now I want you to implement in only single pass because it would take you two pass, right? Or I guess three pass.
Yes.
One pass for finding n, one pass for finding m, and the last pass
M.
for finding the intersection, right?
Okay.
It will take you three pass. Now can you solve it
Yes.
for me in a single pass?
Okay. Okay. I will try some.
Hmm.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so should I have to use any data that is space for this? That
No,
is, can I?
no, no.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm. Okay, so the thing is that I will traverse from both the linked list, and then if that is while first route is suppose route 1 and second is route 2, then I will traverse route that from end of the linked list, while whenever, so if first linked list is getting over or second linked list is getting over, so I will traverse up to that one. So first suppose in this case 1 2 3 4 5, and here 7 8 4 5, so I will traverse 1 2 2, then it will be 7845. So for second linked list will get over here at after calculating 4 nodes. So and our first linked list will be at this what at fourth node. So after that,
Okay.
after at fourth node.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Okay.
okay, so
So
can you explain
then
me, like, okay, suppose if I give you this kind of linked list, now can you explain your
yes,
approach?
yes, sir. So okay. Here it will not get applied. I think.
Let me increase this node now.
Okay, so I will first traverse yes, same between from two sides only. So this will be
So
next,
you will
next,
traverse
next. So
simultaneously both of them, right?
yeah, yes.
Okay. Now what?
Oh, okay. Then when at some point that one link list will get at null. So that there will be, so
Yeah.
firstly the second
So
link
in
list
this
will get
case,
at null.
so if I name it one
So
and
2
two,
plus
so the second one will get
yes.
null, right? It will reach first. Now
Yes,
what?
firstly. So and now first pointer will be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this at a fifth position. Second pointer
This
will
one.
be.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Now what?
So now I will maintain one counter. Okay, I have to do it in one pass. No.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, so it will also require me to pass. So okay.
Okay. So no issues, Danish. What the point is that
Okay.
what you can do here is you can basically connect this node with this one, right? So you can make a cycle out of them.
Okay.
Now, once this cycle is made,
Okay.
can you feel that you have to find the intersection point of this in this link close, right? So this is traversed
Okay.
to a, or this is now twisted to a new question in which you have to find or detect the cycle in a linked list, and you have to return the point at which the cycle is being formed, right?
Yes.
So at this point, you can see at this point the cycle is being formed, right? So I have to return this node only. So that was the approach, right? That
Yes.
was the twist that I was looking
Okay.
for. Okay.
Okay.
So that was it. Now moving on to the next question. Have you ever heard of doubly linked list?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So my first, okay, so let us skip that doubly linked list part. Suppose you're given a BST, a binary search tree,
Hmm.
okay, and in that binary search tree, you have to find the three nodes such that the sum of these, the sum of data in these three nodes is equal to zero.
Some of.
Sum of the data of those three nodes should be equal to zero. You have to find such three
Okay.
nodes and return the
Okay.
data
I have to
of
find a
such.
triplet line.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how will you do that?
Okay. Yes. Firstly, what I will do, I will in order that BST. So now it will, I will get the sorted array, and now I will traverse that sorted array, and I will find that by using two pointer approach, I will find the triplet or who one has zeros.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that will be the my approach.
Like since it is a BST, right? So how will you find these three triplets one by one?
Okay, so firstly I will traverse in order. So I will get the sorted array, sorted vector, and now I
Okay, so
will
you are
what I will
saying
try.
okay, so you are saying that you will first of all convert that BST into a vector or array,
Yes,
and then you will find that answer.
yes, yes. That is my first
Okay,
approach.
okay. Now can you give me the okay? So you have do you have any other approach?
Okay, I will think about it.
Now
Okay,
because if I say
so
you that you because if I say that you don't have to use any extra space,
okay,
then how will you do it?
okay, so I will take one sample test case,
Mm-hmm.
-1, -2, that is -1, -2, and 3. So what I will do, will just is sum equal to -1, and then I will, okay, so
Okay, so your idea was like clear. The first approach that you told that you will be converting that BST into an array and then apply that
yes,
finding triplet sum and all. Right.
yes,
So
yes,
the basic idea or the overview was clear, but the only thing was that you don't have to use any extra space. So can you convert
yes,
your
yes.
BST into some other data structure?
Uh, okay, so we can convert it into doubly linked list.
Why doubly?
So we will use that doubly linked list. So if so suppose for if suppose if there is a one node with the data
Mm-hmm.
2,
Mm.
and then uh, yes, no sir, no, this is the wrong approach.
Are you sure?
Yes, I
Okay.
guess.
So let me tell you, this can be solved if you convert that BST into a doubly linked list.
Okay.
Now the main task is that how to convert that BSC into doubly linked list. So can you tell me the approach, like what like I just want to know that your intuition and the approach that you will apply to convert that BSC into doubly linked list. I'm only concerned about that part.
Okay, I have to convert a BST into doubly linked list.
Yeah.
So okay. Uh, okay, so I will just traverse the linked list in order. Then I will make I will make a root that is sorry, that is a initial, that is head of the doubly linked list, and rear for maintaining the pointer, rear and head, and then I will just traverse and
Okay, so you are saying that you will create each and every single like you will use a new node function kind of thing to create a new node and then
yes,
store the data here.
yes,
But in case
yes,
of if you're creating a new node, that will also occupy a space, right? I don't want to
yes.
utilize any space. I want to convert that BST simply into a doubly linked list.
Okay. So do we have any extra pointer in that structure of node of that BST?
Look, so okay. So let me ask you a question, right?
So
If you
okay,
have a
so
structure of a node, so
okay.
what do you think that what are the data like of one or what are the structure of a node of a BST will contain?
So BST will normally contain left, right, and data.
Correct. Now,
And
if you have two pointers left and right, so can you use them to convert them into a next and previous one?
uh, yes. Suppose so. If we have normal tree, that is 1, 2, 1, and 3. So now I will what I will do. Now okay, so
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
I got the point. Okay,
Yeah.
so now here 2, 1, 2, 3. Then I will just give left of 1 to the root. That is, left side will point to the root of that parent, and right side will point to the here. That is. If 1 2 3, then here one left of 1 will point to the parent, that is 2 only, and here one right of 1 will also point to the parent of, that is 2. So there will be the doubly linked list in that point, that is
Yeah. So that was the basic idea that you have to manipulate this left and right pointer to somewhat point on to manipulate it to the next and previous pointer of the doubly linked list, right? Now I
okay,
have a follow up question of this one. Suppose you are given a doubly linked list and you have to sort it. How will you do it?
I have to sort double linked list. Okay.
Yeah, and you have to write down the
So
code for it, right? So
okay. So sort double linked list. Mm, okay. One, two, three. Okay. So okay. So here we will use a merge sort approach for sorting double linked list. That is, we have to first what that that is make a part, that is divide and conquer rule. We have to divide that linked list, and then we have to merge that one. Okay, so can I code it?
yeah, surely, quickly. I just want the pseudocode part of it, right? Not the entire code. I just want to know what your
Okay,
approach will be, right?
okay. So is my screen visible?
Not now.
Okay, so I will just use a merge sort approach. So merge. Um, void merge sort, and then so here a row, that is okay. So I have a two pointer to that is head here, node star head. And what I will do, I will just use this two pointers, that is node star a, that is I will here use a and b to separate those, divide that linked list into parts, and then again after getting those two pointers
Okay,
a
okay,
and b.
Dnyanesh, do one thing.
Yes.
Just comment down and create a
Okay.
normal link list for me and explain me from that point, right? Because verbally it's not able to like I'm not able to understand your approach.
Okay, this
Okay,
is
okay,
my
take it. Yeah.
yes. So here, what I will do, I will use, I will divide that linked list into such that A will point to 1 firstly,
Mhm.
and B will point to 4 in first case. So
Okay.
then again, so we have now two new linked lists, that is from begin with 4 and begin with 1. After
Okay.
that, I will again pass that A to merge sort,
Okay. Do it.
uh, merge sort, that is A, and then again now again I will have a two linked list, that will be 1 2 and only 3.
Okay.
Okay, so now according to that I will get all the linked list, and after getting all the parts of that linked list I will merge one by one, that is I will use a merge, and I will provide a pointer to both A, that is A and B. I will pass this to merge, and there what I will do, if a pointing data by A is greater than pointing data by B, then I will just put it into the I will create a node that will be store the B data, and I will move B equal to B arrow next, and that will be move continuously, and in that way we will get the sorted linked list.
Okay. So can you explain me the as you have said that you will first of all you use recursive function to call the left and right part with the help of merge sort function again, and you will have a merge part, right?
Yes,
So can you explain me the merge part? How we will suppose if you divide this linked list 1, 2, 3, and 4 and
yes.
5, right? Okay. So can you take another example in which the list is not sorted?
Okay,
Just
okay.
swap 2 and
So
4.
I will
Just
take,
swap 2 and 4. Yeah, do this.
yes,
Now you have
one four.
two
So
separate linked lists, that is 1, 4, 3, and 2 and 5. And now you
yes,
said that you will try to merge them. So how will you merge them?
yes. So now at last we have 1, 4, 3, 2, and 5 at last. Okay,
Mhm.
so now when 1 and 4 will come, then it will be just that is firstly A and B. So A is pointing to 1 and B is pointing to 4 after a division, let's suppose. And then it will be merged like A and B, and it will pass again that pointer to A. That is now A pointing to 1 4 linked list. And now B, now our next B will be 3. So in that case, what will happen? It will traverse. That is now here. Firstly, A arrow data is greater than less than B arrow data. So it will again form a node with one data, and it will traverse just one node ahead. So now A will be pointing to 4 and B at only 3. Now B arrow data is less than.
Okay, wait a second. Before reaching to this step, the most important step is to divide the linked list.
Yes.
So how will you divide? Can you write down the code snippet for that part? How to divide a linked list?
Okay, so we have to just maintain two pointer, slow and fast. Not star slow and star fast. Okay, and I have to just that is slow will be pointing to head and fast also pointing to head, and while fast I will just move fast ahead. Fast equal to fast arrow next. Okay, and if fast, that is, I have to use a two pointer approach as I have said. So slow equal to slow arrow next. 1 minute. Slow arrow next, and fast will be again fast equal to fast arrow next. So here fast will move by two nodes and slow will be moved by only one node. And at the point when fast get null, then we have a slow at middle of the node. So from that, what I will do, I have a as my head, and my slow, I will do slow arrow next equal to null, and okay, slow arrow next equal to null, and my B, that is I have provided B equal to fast. So now I have two linked lists A and B that will be get separated, that is divided into two parts. Is it right, sir?
Okay. So your B is pointing to fast.
Yes, B is pointing to fast. No. Sorry,
Sure?
B is pointing to, no, sorry. B is pointing to slow arrow next, and then I have to do this slow arrow next equal to null.
Correct.
Yes.
So can you explain me these line numbers 43 and 44?
43 and 44. Okay, so now so as I have to create two new linked lists, so my A will be pointing to head, that as a merge. Okay, this function will have two parameters.
No, simply in the linked list that you have created 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. Explain me in this linked list also only that what will be happening with line number 40.
Okay, so here now fast is and here slow and fast will point to 1 only. So my slow, after the iteration of that loop, my slow will point to 3 at that point. So my A will be head only, that is 1 that I have passed only, and my B becomes slow arrow next, that is slow will be pointing to B will be pointing to 2. So my and 3 arrow next, that is 3, as a 3 is pointing to 2, it will be pointing to null. So there is a no relation between two linked lists, and it will be get divided into two parts.
Okay, so yeah, that's correct. So like I have one question for you, right? Since we are dealing with linked lists and pointers and all, so can you explain me that if you dynamically create or dynamically allocate an array with the help of a new operator, so can you explain me what happens behind the scene?
Yes, sir. When we use a new operator, then the memory will be get allocated at heap memory, that is heap section of our main memory, and only the address to that memory will be stored into the pointer. This will be actually happens.
Okay, now if I don't deallocate that memory, allocate it to the heap, what will happen? What will be the consequences?
Okay, that means we are not going to free that memory.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we then it 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 may suppose in C++ we have to free that memory because there will be the overload in the system, so there that they will not get actually that then we will not get actual memory, sufficient memory, so that we have to free that.
Why? Because why not? Because heap is so much, heap is such a large memory allocation, right?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
what's the point that you are saying the point that we will not be get enough memory? So it's just bit a contradiction of the
So
point that you
if
said earlier.
if suppose if we use same address for if we use same address for pointing the different data present in that memory. So if
Wait a
we
second.
create one object,
Okay, wait a second. Do you think
if
that this
okay,
happens behind the scenes? Suppose if you allocate a memory with a heap, so do you think that
yes,
suppose if you don't disallocate or deallocate that memory, so do you think that next time you try to allocate the memory, the operating system will again provide that memory to the data or the pointer that you're pointing to?
no, 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 absolutely not, sir. So it will
But you
be there
said,
only.
but you just said that now that the previous memory allocated will be pointed to the new kind of data.
Yes, sir. So why I'm saying that? So if that address, if we not free, then again operating system will have to generate a new address to give that to give our variable. But if we free that memory, then operating system did not need to create that address because originally that address is memory at that address is free, and so that address will be again assigned to the new object. So that's why we have to free that.
Okay. Now, suppose you are trying to free a memory allocated with to a pointer, and you use a delete operator, right? Now, if I use a delete
Yes.
operator, then what does basically happen behind the scenes? Can you explain me that too?
Okay, so it will when we use a delete operator, then it will be just wrapping that allocated memory and just releasing that address basically.
Are you
That is
sure?
allocated. Yes, so delete basically to delete the allocated memory only. That is
So the
reference to that
allocated,
pointer will get deleted.
so like, do in reality the memory get deleted?
Actually, I don't know about this, but yes, I think so.
No, that's the most common answer that most of the people give. That what basically happened is that when you use a delete operator, it doesn't delete any kind of memory, right? What the
Okay.
operation of delete operator is that the pointer to which you have allocated that memory, it just snatches away that memory from that pointer, and the
Okay.
OS takes the charge of that memory back again. It's like, no, let us play a game, right? Suppose you and me are playing a game. You ask me to give me a memory address. So I will pick a address from my bank and I give it to you. Now, once you use a delete operator, what you're trying to do, you're trying to say to me that, bro, I have done my part with that memory that you shared to me. Now take it back, right? So the
Yes.
memory isn't deleted. I will take away the memory which I gave to you so that I can provide it to other resources or the next the task that any process want to do, right? Now
Yes.
the pointer isn't deleted. The pointer remains as it is. That's why this kind of pointer is called a dangling pointer. That means we have created a pointer, but it isn't pointing to any kind of memory,
Okay.
right?
So
So
like
that's
void
why
star.
no, word start is a totally different thing. What
Okay.
void star means, like, no kind of, like, what does it mean by void star? Void star means that it is not the pointer which is pointing to an address. We don't know
Yes.
what kind of data will be stored in that address. That's why we use a void,
Yes. Yes.
right? So it is basically used for implicit and explicit conversion of pointers, and so it is a totally different thing. Now, I was saying that the pointer, if you use the delete operator on that pointer, the pointer will become a dangling pointer. That means it is a pointer, but it is not pointing to any kind of memory because the memory was,
Yes.
snatched away from that pointer. So to avoid the concept of dangling pointer, we just mark that pointer to null. right?
Okay.
That's the basic idea, and that's the complete process how pointers work. Correct. So I
Okay.
just asked this question out of curiosity because you were solving a question of linked list, right? So that was it.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, Danish, I am done from my side. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I have one question. So, what do you think? So, should the software engineer should have the qualities in him or her? So, to get the role of software engineer,
Okay.
which
That's a
qualities
pretty
matters?
that's a pretty interesting question, right? Have you watched the movie Three Idiots?
Yes.
So what was the basic idea behind that? That they were all engineers, right? Irrespective of the branches they were studying in or pursuing, they were all engineers. So the basic idea of an engineer is to solve the issues of that particular society they are living in, or to solve the issues, right, with the ability of the problem solving skills. So the basic idea
Yes.
an engineer should follow is that first of all improve its problem solving skills, because suppose if you try to mug up the solutions of some classic questions, right, but you don't know in the near future what kind of problems you're going to face. So you have to
Yes.
develop your mind and your thinking and logical skills in such a way that no matter whatsoever or what kind of problem comes to you, you must be able to come to a possible solution to it. Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's the basic idea. What I feel that every engineer must have. And once he has the problem solving ability, so we have the various tools to implement these problem solving skills into a particular practical solution. Right. So that's
Okay.
why I say learning a tool isn't a big thing, right? As you can see, if you want to learn a C++, go to YouTube, go to a Geeks for Geeks channel. There will be a hell lot of videos on C++ or any Java or Python.
Yes.
So
Yes.
learning a
Yes.
tool isn't a big thing. Developing a problem skill with what it takes to master entire years. For instance, if I take my example, I have did competitive program my entire 4 years, right? To
Okay.
get this kind of problem solving skill, right? So it is a gradual process that won't come overnight. So that's what I feel, that problem solving is the most essential part that the software engineer should have. So if I try to constitute a software engineer's entire like structure kind of thing, so I guess that about 85% should be his problem solving skills, and apart 15% should be his tools, his knowledge about the new tech stacks that are coming into the market. So that's what I feel.
Okay.
I hope like your doubt is clear.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
now coming back to so I'll go. Now coming back to the feedback, Danish, right? So what I feel is that like I guess you have solved a lot of question on GFG, right? As you said that you have sixth rank among your PICT college, right?
Eighth
From
rank.
that eighth rank, right?
Okay.
Eighth rank among your college. So yeah, so that's great. That means that you have explored each and every aspect of the DSA and all. But one thing is that learning a thing is like learning a new concept is a different thing, and how to explain it to the interview such that he can extend like he can understand what you're trying to say. It's a different thing, right? So what I feel that apart like DSA and all and the logical skills are too like they are great, right? They are good, but the explanation part, right, you can still improve upon it. Why did I felt that? Because when you are solving the linked list question, right, you are not properly able to make me understand, or just I can say that convince me that your solution is the correct one. So you have to
Yes.
work
Yes.
a
Yes.
bit on your explanation part, or how to convince the interviewer that your solution is correct. So you
Okay.
can work
So
on
I
that.
have to just give one example, and then I have to explain
Yeah, and
like
with this
that.
and yeah, and that with that sample example that you're gonna take, just like do a type of dry run of your approach, so that the interviewer can understand that what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Correct. So that was from my side the feedback, and yeah, so like best of luck for your future endeavors and your placements that might be coming near. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that was all from my side.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dnyanesh. Thank you, Dhananjay, for featuring in our live webinar. It was pleasure having you both.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you
ma'am.
so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, for you guys, we have another special surprise. In our today's stall of the day, we have our Geek Classes Live and SDE Theory courses on sale, where you get 15% off on both these courses. The links to these courses are mentioned below, so go ahead and enroll now. With this note, I hereby close this webinar. Stay safe, stay home, get vaccinated. Thank you. Bye.